the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original eSport racing game. This is iRacing.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the American Dirt Racing Series Big Block Modifieds, presented by Speed Demon Setups. Championship night tonight from Weedsport. Got a couple of drivers vying for this title tonight. Adam Davis and Garrett Wood separated by only 11 points. Those two really, since they made it to the track tonight, the only two that actually have a shot to win the title. So we'll keep our eyes on Mr. Davis and Mr. Boyd tonight. Right now, Garrett Boyd quickest in the practice session, 15.19 seconds. Driver's going to wind up our practice session in a couple of minutes. We'll get ready to go trackside, do our opening ceremonies, because when we come back, they're going to go straight to qualifying, or straight to heat races, no qualifying for your drivers in this series. So it will be time for us to get tonight's invocation and national anthem out of the way. When we return, heat racing will be on the track.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, a big thank you to the Foley boys. Back in perfect time. Driver's going to start grid now on our front stretch for us. Let's run down the starting grid for heat race number 1. You're going to see the 115 of Eric Tupper on the pole, and to his outside, Lima, Ohio's very own. We call him Whiskers. His name is Ernie Williams. He drives a 91 machine. That is a Black Diamond Motorsports entry. Starting position number 3, Logan Johnson out of Illinois in the 92 car, and to his outside in the 9 car, be Kobe Cooper. Your third row inside, Frank Gonzalez, the 4 machine. It's red, white, and blue. Looks like American flag. That's a good-looking race car. Salute to that guy. Blake Heather will start in position number 6 in heat number 1. And your back row is going to be Skylar Massey, the 11 car on the inside, and on his outside, Taylor James in the 2 car. 8 laps. I think everybody's going to make it to the feature tonight. We're going to be watching for the 21 machine in a little bit. That's going to be Garrett Boyd, and we're also going to be watching for Adam Davis. Those guys are only separated by 11 points. Adam Davis has the top spot right now, but all that can change in a moment. This special night here, these guys, championship night, they reached out to us to help them bring it to all the fans. So, guys, be sure you talk it up, share it around. If you're over on YouTube and Twitch, hit the subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, drop by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page, like, share, and follow us. Their normal broadcast crew, prior engagement on championship night. And so we decided to fill in for them when they asked real nice. But that pace truck's going to head out of turn number 4 right here. We're about to go green.
Green, green.
Down the front stretch they come. And into 1 and 2, side by side to the first 3 rows. Now going to start to spread it out just a little bit down the back stretch. Tupper has the lead. Williams is trying to hang on to second, side by side behind that for just a moment. As Colby Cooper, the 9 car, was up on the top. He used the momentum to get around the 92 of Logan Johnson. That's your top 4 right there. And then Frank Gonzalez on the outside, that red, white, and blue machine. The old Stars and Stripes. Hanging on to 5th, side by side behind that. Heather and James side by side. That's 6th and 7th, and then Skylar Massey hanging around back here. He's just waiting to see if something unloads in front of him. He'll pick up some free spots here. Right now, Tupper making pretty short work of these guys. He's starting to stretch it out. Just about 7/10 of a second. They're almost 3 wide behind that. Williams, Cooper, and Johnson. They're going to try to get that sorted out, but Colby Cooper is going to stay side by side with Ernie Williams. Tries to run the slider line, couldn't get it in there. Williams hanging tough on the top. Cooper's got that preferred line through the exit of 2 and down the not straight backstretch. That backstretch looks like a D around here. Big, long sweeper. Now contact behind. Oh, Gonzalez and James got together for just a moment. They get together again. This time Gonzalez pays the price. Well, it was Williams that got together with Johnson, and then Gonzalez ended up flipping her over. I think that car probably broken, suspension somewhere broken on it. He's trying to drive it away right there. We'll see if he caught up to the field. It doesn't look like it's too bad. It might be skewed out a little on that right front, but he's going to continue on. Couple laps to go. Gonzalez got the worst of that, so he'll start at the back, but it's going to be Tupper up front, then Cooper Williams, James, and Johnson in behind him. Couple of cars in the pits, Heather and Massey, and I don't know what happened to those two. That must have happened during the caution period because they were already rolling through the screen when everything cut loose. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 back on track of our 8. Guys, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from tonight. Little Friday night under the lights. Not our normal night to broadcast, but kind of a special deal. Won't be too many Fridays here. We keep those open because we go to the track for real on Fridays and Saturdays, so won't see a whole lot of this. Still here to have a good time. 7 of our 8 drivers still on track. Skylar Massey not able to continue, but I don't think that's going to hurt his chances to make the feature tonight. He's just going to have to start pretty deep if he wants to do anything tonight. But right now the pace truck's going to drop off. 2 laps to go. Green, white checker. You saw Colby Cooper just get up there and bump Eric Tupper. Tupper held it down for just a second. He's going to have a pretty good gap getting into 1 and 2, but Cooper very strong in the modified car. He will do what he needs to try to get to the front. They're going to come out of 4. Tupper, Cooper, Williams, the top 3 headed for the white flag right there. Williams has got Taylor James all over him. We're watching the front because Cooper took a peek on the inside, trying to run the short line around the bottom, down the backstretch and out of turn 4. Eric Tupper is going to hang on, win Heat 1. Colby Cooper second. Taylor James, he got around Ernie Williams. Frank Gonzalez got around him. Logan Johnson and Blake Heater. So I'm going to say Williams had a problem down the backstretch on the last lap, and he just took it straight off the track into the pits. All right, we are going to get ready to look at heat number 2, and both of your points challengers are in this race. Whoops. That'll help if we push the right button. Starting on the pole, he's second in the points. He drives the 21 machine. His name's Garrett Boyd. And on his outside, could be his twin brother, we're not really sure, Daniel Boyd, the 79 car. Your second row, teammates with the 21, the 17 of Buddy Ware, and on the outside, Stephen Lindo in the 214. Jason Minat will start the 14 car on the inside of the third row. And on his outside, your current points leader, vying for the championship. Got an 11-point gap over Garrett Boyd. He drives the 112 car, Adam Davis. And then Trevor Royer, the 90 machine, will start on the back row. That's the white car you see right there. So 7 cars in this one. Pace truck out of the way. Green flag in the air. Through 1 and 2 the first time. They stay side by side at the front. Boyd did not have an advantage even on the shorter line. Now takes the car up through the middle. Got in the slick. Had to check it up. Daniel Boyd going to lead lap number 1 over Garrett Boyd. Buddy Ware in third. Lindo is fourth. And Adam Davis up to the 5th spot. Davis, the orange and black safety machine. Minat and Royer running at the back of that deal. We'll go back towards the front right now. Boyd on Boyd action as Garrett Boyd down the inside out of 2 on Daniel Boyd. Trying to take the lead away. Runs the slider through 3 and 4. Daniel Boyd going to cut underneath. But I think Garrett Boyd with a little bit of momentum leads the third lap. And now he's got the top side. Going to run it down off the rim down the back stretch. Long way around. He's going to really have to work here. He's going to have to cut underneath. Needs to get some grip off the exit of 4. That time it was Daniel Boyd at the line. So a great battle at the front, staying side by side. They're side by side behind that. Lindo and Ware and Adam Davis stuck right in behind. Oh, Davis finds some fence trying to go to the very outside. There's great battles in this heat race right now. 2 at the front, 4 battling for 3rd through 6th. We'll get back to the front now as Garrett Boyd has cleared Daniel Boyd. He's going to get to the 2 to go signal first. Lindo has the outside on Ware. Ware right to the middle, now down to the bottom. There's a lot of grip right there on the exit of that corner. You can see Buddy Ware drive right alongside. Just needs to do the same thing out of 4. Find the grip. He brought it up the hill. Those 2 touching tires. And you can't do that. That's going to cause a problem. White flags in the air. We're watching the battle for 3rd. Garrett Boyd. He's got half a second on Daniel Boyd. They're going to go 1-2. Who's going to finish in 3rd? Buddy Ware out of 4. He's going to take it with Adam Davis behind that. And then Minat, Lindo, and Royer. Yeah. Tiny Dancer. There were 2 of them, and that was confusing me. So, the 2 heat races, we are through that. We're going to see if the boys are going to get some time on the track in the warm-up. It looks like they're going to let them get out there, make a few laps. I do not see either one of our championship contenders in chat with us. So we won't get a chance to talk to them. What are you up to tonight, Mr. King? Get out here. We're going to watch Garrett Boyd for just a little bit. I don't see Davis's car on track. Boyd, I think, maybe trying to get a couple of last-second adjustments in to find out where he's going to need to run that 21 car. He's going to start close to the front there. Should start probably in the front 3 or 4 spots. Baby watch. Oh, no. Well, give her something nice and calming to get her to sleep and sit around, check everything out tonight. I got a little racing going on Flo. I got a little racing going on in front. We're going to do a doubleheader tonight. 360 sprint car is going to follow this up. As soon as they're done here, they'll move right on over to another server. We'll fire this thing down and back up again and show you a second stream. Yeah, still no Adam Davis on track. Boyd's out there making a few laps, so... Don't know how long they're going to let the guys roll with the track here, but we're definitely going to try to talk to our champion tonight. We're going to try to talk to our top three. Hopefully they'll make it into chat. So it looks like we're going to get ready to grid out and go racing tonight. So our starting lineup for our 30-lap main event looks like this. Eric Tupper and Garrett Boyd on the front row, and Garrett Boyd second in the points, 11 points in arrears of the guys starting in 8th tonight. So we're going to watch that battle and see how the championship shakes out. Colby Cooper and Daniel Boyd in row number 2, then Taylor James and Buddy Ware in row 3. Row 4, Frank Gonzalez, and your points leader currently, Adam Davis. Logan Johnson, Jason Minat in a row number 5. Row 6, Blake Heather and Stephen Lindo. And I'm not seeing any other cars. There they are. They're coming in now. Ernie Williams and Trevor Royer, teammates, starting in a row number 7. And your final row, starting all by himself back there in 15th, Skylar Massey. Well, hello, Tanvir. We're doing good tonight. A little bit of racing going on. All right, 30 laps the distance. Championship to be decided. Garrett Boyd, starting on the front row, he needs to make up 12 points to take the title away from your current points leader, who's starting on the outside of row number 4, the 112 car of Adam Davis. Davis, the orange and black machine rolling right there. Looks like a big safety cone to me. Knoxville, 360 race be at Knoxville, Mr. King. But it is about to be time for all the thunder to roll on out. Feature time. Flagman has the green flag in his hand. Here we go. Green flags in the air. Our feature underway. Championship night. The American Dirt Series. Sponsored by Speed Demon Setups. Big block modified. Somebody's going home with a big trophy tonight. Lap 1 out of turn number 4. Eric Tupper going to hang on to the lead. Garrett Boyd's going to sit there in second. Didn't really have anywhere to go. Got his teammate on the inside, Colby Cooper, and we have got caution and mayhem behind the 14 car of Jason Minat, the all-black machine. Down the front stretch into 3 and 4. He goes up. Oh, Buddy Ware got sideways and collected him. So Ware lost the rear end of the car. I don't think either car has a lot of damage. I think everybody's going to be okay to continue. So Tupper grabbed the lead. Boyd settled into second. He had his teammate on the inside, the 9 car of Colby Cooper, and Cooper was really making sure to give plenty of room to the 21 machine. So I don't think he got that pass executed before the caution came out, and they'll go back to the last time they crossed the start-finish line. They're going to line them up 2 by 2. Almost looks like a full restart from where we were. We're just going to have a couple of cars at the back that didn't start there. Buddy Ware. And he may have damaged the car. He may be out. But the green flag back into the air. Down through 1 and 2. They'll come out of 3, out of 2, or in the round back stretch here. Back to the line to complete our 4th lap. Still Tupper, Boyd, Cooper, 1, 2, 3. We're going to go back here. We're going to look and see Davis, Adam Davis, really struggling. He's fallen back to 13th. A lot of work to do now as he is the last running car on track in 13th back here. Garrett Boyd is up there in the 2nd. Boyd trying to run down Tupper. Boyd's got plenty of company. Colby Cooper, Daniel Boyd, Taylor James all in tow, and caution again, I think Gonzalez maybe. Watch the red, white, and blue machine here. Into the corner. Yeah, he checked up and he got punted from behind. I don't think Williams could see that the car in front of Gonzalez had jammed kind of on the brakes, and Gonzalez did the same. And so caution number 2. 24 laps remaining. Mr. Nichols, I tried to call you to get an update. Figured you plowed snow all night or something and you were sleeping. So if you can, give me an update on what's going on. So, back to 2 wide up here. I think we're getting ready to go back to green again. Tupper and Boyd, Cooper, the top 3 right there. Daniel Boyd in 4th on the outside, a 79 car. Then Taylor James in the 2, and James got out of shape. He's going to lose a couple of spots here, it looks like. Well, Johnson couldn't execute the clean getaway. But here comes Davis now. Adam Davis. Suddenly from 13th to 8th, and he's going to go after Minap for 7th, and caution once again. This time Lindow got a little help there. That opened things up, and that gave Davis a couple spots. Then he got a little more help, and then he ends up upside down, and that's never good for your racing machine. Mr. Moody. Good evening, sir. We're going to have a phone conversation this weekend, you and I. You're not busy tomorrow, sometime after about 9 o'clock in the morning, give me a buzz. I'll probably be sitting at the breakfast table having coffee or something somewhere. All right, they're going to cruise around one more time, I think. Should start lining up single file because that's about the 3rd yellow flag here. And we're only about 8 laps into this thing, so. Kansas City going back there again, huh? Well, we're thinking about Carson, Tim, and you keep us updated on what's going on. Well, call me while you're driving. That'd be all right, Larry. All right, single file getting ready to go back to green. 23 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. Eric Tupper with another great start. I think Boyd tried to time him up, missed it a little, and when he lifted, that's when Tupper decided it was time to go, and he's going to have a pretty healthy gap there. Cooper going to stay right alongside his teammate. Daniel Boyd behind that, and then Taylor James in there. Logan Johnson is 6th. Adam Davis up to 7th, and he is still working on Jason Minat. So he and Minat trading 7th and 8th back and forth here. Minat keeping that high side rolling. Got the 14 car wound up using the momentum. Tupper about 0.6 of a second in front of Garrett Boyd. Boyd settled cleanly into second. Now Cooper settling into third. Taylor James is into fourth, and James has got a little company. Whoa, little contact there. Logan Johnson sideways collects Davis. Caution on the racetrack. Adam Davis going to get clipped by that pink and white machine right in front of him. He's going to go in the corner. He's going to bump the fence. Davis tries to go by down the hill. We're going to get a wedgie in the right door. Not cool. But there wasn't a whole lot that either driver could do about it, so. So we're down to 19 to go. They're going to go single file on the restart again. We should get one to go here. Lights went off on the pace truck. Drivers rolling by. Tupper, Boyd, Cooper, James, and then Daniel Boyd is 5th right now. Minat, Gonzalez, Williams. Heather, Royer, and then Davis back to 11th. And 12th, Logan Johnson is the last car running, I believe, on the speedway. Yes, it is. Green flag back in the air, and Tupper did not get quite as good a jump this time. Lost a car length or two off the last restart, and Boyd is right behind Garrett Boyd, the 21 car. Vying for a championship, needs to make up 12 points tonight. Got to work hard to get it there. Cooper sitting in third, fourth being contested. Daniel Boyd and Taylor James going at it side by side. James on the high side, Boyd on the inside. 79 car stays locked in 5th. Jason Minat is 6th. Gonzalez is 7th. Ernie Williams 8th. And then Adam Davis now from 12th to 9th. And I think Ernie Williams having problems with the 91 car. Suspension might be a little jacked up on that thing. He's way out of shape in 2. Royer goes by. Davis goes by. Move Davis up to 8th. So now 6 spots separating 1st and 2nd. Or I mean 2nd and 8th. The 2 championship contenders. All Tupper to this point has led from the drop of the green flag. Contact between Daniel Boyd. Oh, and Taylor James, and James finds the fence. Taylor James having all kinds of problems with that 2 car. I think the 2 car was heavily damaged right there. Got a little tap, then gets into. Now gets to the right side, and that right foot caught the fence, and I'm pretty sure it broke it completely because he just couldn't steer that car any longer. And so he will haul it back to the pits. And we'll be down to 11 cars remaining on the track with 14 laps to go, so just past halfway. Tupper, Garrett Boyd, Colby Cooper, Daniel Boyd, Jason Minat, Frank Gonzalez, Adam Davis, Trevor Royer, Ernie Williams, Blake Heather, Logan Johnson, and Stephen Lindlow. In that order. This track real tough anyway. It's real tight getting into turn 1. It's real tight getting out of turn 4. The rest of the track looks like you could go 25 wide. It's just as wide right at the exit of that corner as it is all the way down that front stretch, but I promise you, when you get off that corner, it feels like you're in a funnel. And then when you get ready to turn off into turn 1, because it's so sharp and it goes way past the 90, when you turn in there, you have to go back. It's like a 120-degree turn, and it just feels like it's so tight getting in because you got to get the car set so quickly. And then the backstretch, big, long, and round. A lot of speed getting carried down into turn 3, and it just makes this track race funny. But once you get a rhythm, you get the hang of it. It actually kind of is soothing in a way.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. 13 laps to go this time by. Tupper still in front of Boyd. Oh, Boyd with a mistake. Garrett Boyd, big mistake in turn number 2 right there. And Colby Cooper capitalizes. He's going to go right on by. Now Colby Cooper going to start hunting the 115 machine. And caution behind again, Blake Heather. Blake Heather, the 7 car right there. Looks like he's going to have problems down here in 3 and 4. Yeah, he had a problem. He got in there at 1 speed, and the 92 of Logan Johnson got in there at a completely different speed. And they came together. So a little bit of a shakeup. Tupper still holding the lead. Now Colby Cooper second. Garrett Boyd third. Daniel Boyd in fourth. Minat fifth. Gonzalez sixth. Davis seventh. Royer eighth. Williams ninth. Lindo is 10th. And Heather was 11th. James is out. Ware is out. I think Johnson's car is off track. It's showing time stretching out on that thing, but that thing's into the pits. So the 92 machine must have got some damage out of that contact, and he took it to pit road. So they'll turn the lights off on the pace truck. Going to be 10 to go when we take the green. Right now, only 5 positions separating your 2 championship points contenders.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. Single file through the top 6. Davis looking to the inside of Gonzalez. That's 6th and 7th. He's going to have the spot move Davis up to 6th. Minat, the next car on the hit list, and Minat slid it a long ways into 1 and 2, but he's got a good run down the backstretch. Right up against the fence. Tupper getting away again, out to almost 7/10 of a second over Cooper. Garrett Boyd, Daniel Boyd, 3rd and 4th. We're watching the battle right here, 5th. That's Jason Minat, the 14 car. Adam Davis in the 112. And Davis, your current points leader, trying to keep Garrett Boyd from picking up 12 points and stealing the championship on the final night right here. But he is going to have to stay in 6th. Here comes Trevor Royer. Royer in 7th now around the inside. 7 laps to go. Almost 3/4 of a second for Tupper. Still in front of Cooper. Cooper in front of Garrett Boyd, the 21, and Boyd closed right up on the back end of the 9 car as Cooper was a little slow through the center of 3 and 4. Trevor Royer making a run through the field. Picked up 7 positions since we dropped the green flag tonight. So far, hard charger on the 90 car, and he's got to get around a couple of more if he wants to have a shot at a podium up here. Needs to pass about 3 cars. Put himself in a position to go after Daniel Boyd, but Tupper, he's making it look easy. He's going to the top side. Cooper down on the bottom. 1.3 seconds that time at the line. Everybody else kind of getting tight in this thing. Everybody close together as Garrett Boyd and Daniel Boyd coming closer and closer together. 3 to go this time. Looks like Garrett Boyd's car may be going away on him a little bit. Caution, 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 Lindo. Steven Lindo, the 214 car. That's the red and white machine in the center of the screen, not the American flag looking one. Oh, he did the classic at Weedsport. Caught that fence going into turn number 4. And that'll put a big dent in your night. So green-white checker finish is what it looks like we are going to have. It's Tupper, Cooper, Boyd, your top 3. Daniel Boyd in 4th. Minat, Davis, Royer, Heather, Gonzalez. Down to 9 cars left. Ernie Williams has taken the 91 machine to the pits. Steven Lindo is off track. Logan Johnson, Taylor James, Buddy Ware, Skylar Massey. All right, lights off on the pace truck. About to get back at it. 2 laps to go. Championship to be decided.
Green, green.
Green flag back in the air. Eric Tupper, another awesome start for the 115 machine. Garrett Boyd at the inside on Cooper in 2. Not quite enough forward momentum coming out of the corner. Gets there again in 4. Just too much speed coming out of the corner for the 9 car. And Colby Cooper able to keep it wound up. White flag into the air. Eric Tupper out of turn number 4. Tupper's going to win the finale. Garrett Boyd closed the door on Cooper. He's going to get second. Cooper is third. Daniel Boyd, Jason Minat, and then Adam Davis finishes in 6th. I don't know what that does to the championship. We'll have to get official word on points. But they'll bring him up to the top of the hill. Here comes Garrett Boyd, and we will look for Colby Cooper. Cooper did not bring the car around. Well, we'll find out from race control what is happening. We'll find out from race control what is going on with our championship points, but we'll talk to Colby Cooper real quick. He finishes 3rd tonight. Colby, you there? Got to unmute your mic, buddy. Colby Cooper.
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
All right, man. Well, a great run. You battled your teammate there pretty much the entire race. He gets you on the last lap. You come home 3rd. How was your feature tonight?
It was fun, man. Doing side to side with my teammate Garrett. You know, he had a hell of a season. It's fun racing him. I'd say congrats to Eric on the win also.
Yeah, it looked like, this track is tough enough, and it looked like the same old things getting guys. The entry to turn 1 getting narrow on them real quick, and a couple of guys having some problems with the exit at turn 4. How tough is it knowing that you're rolling it off into a funnel going into one, but it's going to open up all the way till you come off that exit of turn number 4 and you're going right back in the funnel? How do you stay focused enough not to catch those walls?
Man, you just got to pay attention. I mean, honestly, if you get a couple beers in you, get you nice and loose, you don't have to worry about a thing.
Not the answer I was expecting, but it's the one we got. We got to roll with it, brother. I'm sure you got a couple of shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you get out of here. Get ready for the 360 race.
Yeah, I give a shout out to my wife, my daughter for letting me race tonight. BGI Sim Sports, who we're racing, Grand Garage, and GB Designs.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and hopefully you'll do well in the second race tonight.
I wouldn't get your hopes up.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Colby Cooper, he finishes third. Now we are going to get down here. We're going to talk to Garrett Boyd. Well, we hope we're going to talk to Garrett Boyd. There we go. We'll get his car on there. I'm going to have to find out how the points go. So let's grab Cody Olson real quick. Mr. Olson.
Yeah.
We are live. Do you have the points tabulated?
I do not at the moment.
Well, I'm getting ready to talk to your second place finisher, and he was in the chase for it. So anything you could do to help us out.
Was he was in the top position, right? He was in number one in that sheet?
He was number 2. 11 points back.
Gotcha.
And there is a 5-position difference.
Okay, let me look.
Sorry, folks. We're getting this done live on the air so that if we talk to Garrett Boyd, we can literally tell him whether or not he has won the points championship. And if he hasn't, maybe we can talk Mr. Adam Davis into joining us here on Discord so we can talk to the series champ.
Adam Davis has won by 3 points.
So a 3-point margin of victory. If there's any chance that Race Control could coax him into Discord, that would be awesome.
Gotcha.
All right.
Get on that.
Away you go. All right, so we're going to get rid of that guy. We are going to grab this guy right here. He finishes second in the race tonight, and it is befallen to me to tell him that by 3 points he has finished second in the title chase tonight. Garrett Boyd, you got a copy out there?
Yes, sir.
Well, you heard the news and of the news, but you battled hard tonight. Just a little too much momentum in that 115 car for you to get up there and maybe pick up the win and steal this title.
Yeah, and so there was a couple inconsistent restarts where we'd kind of drop speed and then he'd go. But, I mean, that is what it is. I knew Adam was going to have a terrible night, just how the point system works. And with all the cautions, he was able to recover from the earlier incident that he was in. So it is what it is.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth tonight for that 112, or was it 112 car, and he, at one point he was 13th, and you're running second, and that's got to, when you're looking at the relative, you got to be thinking, man, if we could just make it green, stay all the way. But tonight was kind of caution riddled. What do you think was the main factor in the cautions tonight?
This track's hard to drive. It's hard to get around people as well here. And it was kind of getting rough on the front stretch, which probably throws a lot of people off getting into one and just being so slick.
Well, still a great run tonight for the 21 machine. I'm sure you got some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you get prepped up for that big 360 race.
I got to give a big shout-out to 18 Electric Grand Garage and Cody and the guys for putting this thing on, and then the Dirt Racing Network for picking it up.
All right, man. Well, great run tonight, and we look forward to seeing what the 21 machine can do when you throw a wing on that sprint car tonight and get back out here.
Thank you.
Your second place finisher, Garrett Boyd. I do not have Eric Tupper. I do not see Mr. Tupper anywhere in chat. It is going to be hard to talk to tonight's winner if we can't get him to come in here. So we're going to give it just a few seconds. We'll get ready. We'll run down our results real fast before we move on. And there comes Mr. Tupper. So Tupper wins it. Boyd was second. And then Colby Cooper third. Daniel Boyd in the fourth spot. Jason Minette was fifth. Adam Davis sixth. Trevor Royer seventh. Blake Heather was eighth. Frank Gonzalez ninth. Ernie Williams 10th. 11th to Stephen Lindo. Logan Johnson, 12th. Taylor James in 13th. Buddy Ware was 14th. And Skylar Massey rounded out of the field. I see Eric Tupper.
Yeah, I got it right here for you.
Eric Tupper, you got a copy? All right, let's see if we can get him. Eric, you there, buddy? He may have a microphone problem, guys. Let's give him just a moment. We'll give him just a moment here, see if he can collect himself. Eric, you there, bud? Well, I hate when we can't talk to the winner or the champion at the end of it. I got you now. There you are. Well, come back to us. Don't run away.
Yeah, I just had to get the key bind. I'm not used to having a room where it's forced.
Gotcha. Well, man, you went out and dominated your heat race. You come out, you lead every lap of the feature. 115 car, pretty strong tonight.
Yeah, I got to hand it to the setup guys. This one was on point tonight. I really liked how the track turned out. I do like to run more on a slicker track, and this was more to my favor. So good job to the track prep guys.
Yeah, and it looked like some guys were having some trouble getting in and out of turn 1 and turn 4. And that is always the case here. And I asked the two guys before you, how do you stay focused enough to, you're going off in a funnel when you go into both of those things. You're coming out of 4 and you're going into 1. The focus has got to be just spot on so that you don't clip those walls or you don't get into the outside fence. How hard is it to do that for 30 straight laps?
Here at Weedsport, it's probably the toughest in the sim to make sure you hit the line right. I've seen good guys hitting the line lap after lap and then going wreck and, puts them in the back. But just got to, maintain focus and be cautious on that throttle to not push too hard to put you up into the wall, because you kind of got to let that car float in until you hit the grip and then get back on the throttle and drive down the straightaway. So once you feel it to where the car bites and takes off, that's when you got to get back on the throttle. And if you do it right, you stay out of the wall for 30 laps.
Well, an excellent job. You get to brag a little and say you closed the season by winning it, and all the other guys got to sit and wait to start next season before they can try to get a victory. And I'm sure you got plenty of people to thank for that.
Yeah, I got a few here that I got to get my list up. Beards Until Skulls was the beard company for ointments and whatnot. House of Speed Setups, iRacing iFlags, Team Wild, Joker Motorsports. If I forgot anybody, I do apologize. The fans for watching, you for broadcasting, and American Racing or American Dirt Series for putting this race on.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congratulations on closing out the season with a victory, and good luck when you guys return.
Yeah, hopefully we can be a contender for that points championship next year.
All right, man. You're a winner. Season finale tonight. Doesn't look like we're going to get our champion, Adam Davis, in to talk to him, but he does win it by 3 points. Congratulations to him. Great start to the night. We're going to move venues. We're going to go halfway across the country. We're going to head for Knoxville, Iowa. 360 wing sprint cars. A lot of these guys will be right back at it again here in just a few minutes. I'm sure that server coming up now. We're going to get ready to close this one off. Get ready to move on to the next one. If you do stick with us, please be patient. It'll be just a few minutes before we're back. And if you can't, till we see you the next time here at the Dirt Racing Network, keep it dirty. We'll be back shortly.